Happy Monday, everybody! Welcome to the latest Manufacturing Monday session with Colin and with Helen. How are you, Col?
Yeah, I'm really good, actually. As you can see, we've got a bit of a cloud theme going today, and we'll tell you all about that later. And doesn't hell look great? And I see that horrible monster in the background sat in a cloud, which is very weird. I've had a really busy week, actually. I don't know if you know, but I've got my own house. My own premises. That is, I kind of actually, you could say that I am on premise. But I like that. I like that. I know I've got a mortgage, but I've got plenty of storage space. And if I need more storage, I just go out and get some more. And it's pretty secure. We've got some huge walls built around my house, around my property, and everybody that lives here, we're all pretty techie. We're all pretty savvy. We know what we're doing. We kind of like it. We've been doing it for years. If we need a few more bits and pieces, we do it. We're really sort of compliant to building regs. We own it. It's ours, and we like that. And I don't think I'm ever gonna change. But I hear you've moved recently.
I have, yeah. I have moved into my new private cloud home, and it's awesome because I've got loads and loads of storage for all my handbags. I've got all the appliances I needed that they came with the house. I've got my fridge, I've got my freezer, I've got a Samsung 65-inch TV, which is exactly what I wanted because I could choose. And I feel really secure because nobody can come in unless I invite them. And it's really, really easy for me to extend should I buy more handbags. And it's just the same as owning my own home. But actually, it's better because someone else looks after it all for me. It does cost more than having a public tenancy apartment, but I like my privacy and I don't want anyone else to see how much I spend on handbags.
Public tenancy? Isn't that what your sister's just moved into?
Yeah. She, in fact, lives in a public single tenant apartment, which is much cheaper than my private cloud home. So she's got even more money for accessories and handbags. And it's quite like mine, but actually the services are all paid for by the owner. So each tenant just pays a share, and that makes it a lot cheaper than a private provider. She doesn't have to worry about services either. All the heating, air conditioning, light and water are provided for her. And the best bit is she also doesn't need to worry about fixing anything because DIY is not her forte. They just come and fix it all for her. And if she's having a party and, maybe she needs to, a bit more space because more guests are coming than she anticipated, then she can just borrow more space for one night. It's awesome from her fellow apartment tenants. And the only downside, I guess, is that I do worry a bit more about security because they say it's secure, but it's in the same building as others and they do share some services and security, so she doesn't really get to choose like I do.
Yeah, it's all like, that's why I like my own property. I don't like the idea of somebody coming and rummaging through my storage, my drawers, having a look, see what's in there. You never know what they're going to find. I mean, it does sound really good, but do you know my mum? She's actually in one of those public multi-tenant ones. And now I know they're good for some people, and I appreciate there are lots of people out there that really, really love them. But for my mum, it's a nightmare. And she's really, really not happy. Well, okay, all the services are included, as is the maintenance, all the apartment upgrades, but it's just not for her. Take an example. Last week, Mr. Jones, number 12, complained about his grill not working. Yeah, mum never uses hers. So on Tuesday, bloke came round to fix Mr. Jones's grill in number 12. And whilst he was fixing his, another half a dozen blokes came round to her house, fixed hers, which she didn't use. She now says the cooker doesn't work. And they just barged in saying that's the rules. All the flats have to be exactly the same. So anyway, he fixed the grill, which she never used. And now mum says, as she says, the cooker's not working. But what makes it worse, another couple of blokes turned up. They repainted the walls. They replaced the fridge. They changed the channels on the television. They put up brand new covers and moved all their stuff from one cupboard to another. They left a manual telling what they've done. And then they say, be back next week because Mrs. Brown at number 17 doesn't like the colour of her carpets and wants them purple. Purple carpet. That's going too far. Yeah, poor mum.
Indeed.
So anyway, what else is happening? We've been talking about ourselves and our friends and our family. What else is going on? What's going on?
Well, interestingly, we have another live session for Mindfuel this week. In fact, it's our last live session, and it's all about cloud and on-prem.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, so it's really looking at what are the differences. Why would you opt for one over the other? And we've got a few people on this session, which, you know, have stories to tell. I am terming them our cloud evangelists. So we have Raymond from IFS, who's our SVP of cloud. We also have John, who's joining us from Acumatica. So they're one of our ERP sister companies, and they are a pure cloud ERP solution. And then, interestingly enough, we have one of our customers joining us, a gentleman called Tim, who's from Babcock, and they are purely on premise. They don't do anything in the cloud, and I'm just fascinated. So, Colin, you obviously are moderating the session.
I'm actually, do you know what? I'm worried about this one. I was thinking of getting some red cards and some orange cards, but fortunately, you know, one's over in America, so we've got about 3,000 miles difference. And as you say, we got the on-prem evangelist, we've got the cloud evangelist, and we've got Raymond, who I know, and I think Raymond's going to turn up with a few sort of interesting balances throughout this whole piece. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, but I have to admit, I don't normally get nervous, but I am on this one. So if anybody wants to dial in and see me squirming as they ask each other difficult questions, or I ask them difficult questions, and that's actually a good point. If there is anybody out there who would like a question answered in this live session, if you'd kindly like to forward that to me, and then I will promise I will do my best to get them to answer that live. And I promise that I won't tell them what the question is first.
Oh, we're mean.
You do realise nobody else does this. Only IFS does this sort of content.
So this is happening on July the 9th, which is Thursday. It's happening at 3 p.m. UK time, and I can't off the top of my head remember the times for across the ocean.
You're
in
not
the
very
US.
good with time
No, don't ask me about time zones. I'm absolutely rubbish. But the details are on the Mindfuel site. We will link above somewhere here. So please go and have a look and do join us. It will be live on the site afterwards as an on-demand session, so if you don't get to catch it live. But I really hope some people do, because I want people to ask those kind of questions that, I'm not looking to make people squirm, but actually I feel like we have a great opportunity here with some people in the virtual room, who are incredibly knowledgeable about what they're talking about, but also have, let's say, differing views on what works for one business might not work for another. And I think we have the opportunity here to really, hash out this discussion on, should it be on-prem? Should it be cloud?
Should it be both? Is it, what we got here, is it on-prem or is it in the cloud? Yeah. That's the question.
And I can wear my cloud earrings.
You can wear your cloud earrings and get rid of that thing.
Colch is happy in the cloud. We know where his vote lies, though.
Not so sure. Anyway, with that, Paul, I think it's time to say goodbye for this week. And hopefully we'll see you all next week.
Yeah, goodbye. Hopefully we'll see you on Thursday as well.
Thursday.
Cheers, guys. Bye.